Hi, Gemini. Your card's up next. And I want to welcome you to your reading. Just kind of getting over a cold, so I may sound a little congested, but all is well. So let's get started on your reading. And I decided to just engage a little bit more face to face. I have been asked that several times and I don't always do it, but when I feel it, I do it. Um, it looks like you're moving to the next level of something, and you've had the call of judgment to come out of bondage, to come out of bondage, to step into your confidence, into your power, into your intuition. Um, to take charge of your life, no longer depending on other people for emotional fulfillment. Yeah, that's what I'm getting in the shuffle here. No longer depending on people for emotional fulfillment. You're walking away from stress and anxiety. Look at that, it's in the reverse. And I always turn my cards right side up after every reading, so whenever something comes up in reverse, it's meant to. And you're walking away. You're walking away from anxiety. You're turning anxiety over on its head, honestly. Let's see. So you have an offer coming in. And the problem is that you have no idea when it's coming. You have no idea. It's like you're totally blind. It's like you know something is coming, you know something is on the way, but you really don't know when it's coming. You don't know how it's coming. It's taking a long time. It's something that you're very passionate about. And it looks like it's something that started out very passionate and then it slowed down or stopped completely. And when it stopped completely, um, you were like, okay, where do we go from here? Okay, what do we do now? So it looks like you're totally in the dark about this, okay? And you're here right now for this reading because you want to know. You want to know. You're tired of being in this moon energy. But what happens is this moon energy is here to teach you the lessons. Remember when I was shuffling? Not to be emotionally dependent on someone else. Stop being emotionally dependent on the presence or the absence of someone. To be totally, totally secure within yourself, regardless of whether someone has manifested or not, called or not, come in or not, with you or not, right? And what you feel like that because you can't see what this person is doing, and because this person is taking so long, you think they're being sneaky, you think they're being passive aggressive. It seems like they're being intentionally slow, and you're like, hey, I have no clue. I have no clue what's happening, and I'm tired of living in the dark. It's becoming a burden to you to live in this state of not knowing. But the lesson here, I can tell you through the shuffle, is just for you to move on with your life as though this isn't even happening, to either take the time and move into your independence or go ahead and manifest in a way where you're going to feel like you can live in the end, right? So instead of being burdened by this energy and feeling like, oh my God, I have no idea. And instead of, the cards already said you're coming out of anxiety, like you're trying to come out of it. But because you want to know so badly about what the other person is doing, it constantly sends you back into the worry energy. Okay? And what the universe is doing is withholding what it is that you want until you learn how to go within. For those of you who this reading is resonating with, the universe is intentionally making you feel like this until you actually learn how to go within and create your own emotional independence. The universe is waiting for you to evolve to the King of Cups. Emotional wisdom. Once you gather that emotional wisdom, you'll totally be able to have a new start, and you'll also be able to live and walk in your truth rather than waiting for someone else to validate you. I see the king and the queen came out at the same time, which definitely lets me know that coupling is in your future. I'm going to keep that over there. We'll go ahead and we will clarify that later. You also had two kings to come out. So it could also be that there are two people here, an earth energy and another air energy that you're thinking between. Okay? It could be that you're waiting on one and you're trying to decide if you need to go on with the other while you're waiting on the other. Okay, that's interesting. So it's almost like I really want one of them, but one of them is not acting right, and this got me feeling very burdensome. You have someone else here, and you're kind of interested in them, but part of you is still waiting on this other person that you have no idea what's going on. That's what I got with the two kings. So you got this is the king and queen. This is what you desire. This is what you're saying, this is what I want. I want to be with somebody that really loves me, that we really, really vibe together. But if you look at them, they're both looking separate ways. So it looks like you need to align yourself more. They look like they're out of alignment. They're not looking at each other. They're not even looking straight ahead. They're actually looking in opposite directions. So what that tells me is that you need to get more in alignment with your desires. And the way to do that is to stop looking at what you don't have. Stop looking at what the other person is or is not doing, and start looking more and more deeply into yourself and align yourself with your desires. Once you do that, boom, there's the lover and the chariot card. You'll find the person that you want. You'll be able to move forward, but not until you go within. Okay? You need to definitely work on raising your vibration. You need to celebrate more. You need to celebrate more, Gemini, and stop being so analytical. Stop being so critical. Stop being so obsessive in your thinking. Okay? This is your energy right now. You're juggling situations right now. You're trying to decide, should I continue to wait on my ideal partner, or should I actually just go on and date? Should I wait or should I date? Should I wait or should I date? And the draw is, or the problem is that if you date, you're not going to be fully present, and you know that. Deep down, you're going to still be waiting on this other person. But at the same time, you're so frustrated, and you're really ready to start choosing more in your favor because you're tired of the betrayal and living in this past energy of the Ten of Cups, right? This has got you feeling like this. Like you feel like, wow, you know, I keep waiting and waiting and waiting. I have this ideal way that I want this relationship to be in my mind. But really what I keep getting is a whole lot of betrayal and disappointment. You know, if not betrayal, you're definitely getting a lot of disappointment. Okay? You're ready for some reciprocity. And the Page of Swords came out. The Page of Pentacles came out. You want an offer. And you're ready for some communication. I'm going to hold that over to the side. We're going to see about that. We're going to clarify that King and Queen, and we're going to see about the communication, because these are little questions that I think you're asking. Am I going to get the King and Queen togetherness that I want? And will they communicate? So I can tell when somebody's asking questions. Sometimes I ignore them because I'm actually trying to save time in the reading. But I've been inspired to answer these questions. So there are two questions here that I'm going to answer. Oh, wow. It looks like with the King and Queen, there's a Tower moment coming. So it could be that this King and Queen is representing somebody walking away. Somebody walking away. Somebody's trying to gather up the strength to walk away, but they feel bound. They feel bound. So what it looks like is that this King and Queen is definitely it's going to happen, but somebody has to leave a situation, and they have to be able to deal with this past judgment energy in order for the hope, dream, and wish to come true. Could be an Aquarius involved here. The Tower moment is coming. There's going to be some regret, but even with the regret, here is the Wheel of Fortune coming in. And after that Wheel of Fortune comes in, then there's going to be a quick moment of happiness, but there's going to be some confusion around this. And you're going to have to go deep within in order to clear the confusion. You're going to have to go deep within, get in touch with your passions in order to clear the confusion. Oh, my hair is about to fly away there. And you're going to have to meditate on this situation, right? Somebody is single and waiting. It could be you, Gemini. You're single, you're waiting on an offer, you're waiting on somebody to actually get out of a relationship. I was trying to do the reading in a different way, but it's still coming around to this way. You're wanting someone to cooperate with you. And it looks like once this person walks away, they will come and offer you something, Gemini, with the cups, with the Page of Cups and the Lover's card. And it will lead to some security and going into another level here. But there's some enlightenment that has to take place around somebody letting go. They're going to end up breaking somebody's heart. But at the same time, this clarifies after that happens, you'll be able to have that balance and that revelation. This is what you're waiting for. You're waiting on that temperance card to come and free you from not knowing. See, temperance card is going to come and free you from not really knowing exactly what's going on. So that's what you're waiting on. You're waiting on that. And you're definitely feeling very anxious. Even though you're coming out of that energy, you're still feeling very anxious. And that's where that anxiety is coming from. But you're letting that anxiety go because it's becoming too much of a burden. You're kind of getting tired of actually carrying the burden, if that makes sense. You're holding on to the fact that this is definitely what you want. You want divine love. You want somebody that's going to do right by you. You want somebody that's going to be honorable. The Emperor, this is what you're waiting on right here. You're waiting on the Emperor, somebody to free themselves, to come to you, belong to only you. I'm going to ask about communication here. Communication around something that you are wishing for. And this is going to be interesting because you're getting ready to open the door to communication after a long separation. Yeah, there's been a long separation here or a division between you two. Something new and it's coming soon. And it's going to be a surprise in regards to the communication. So there is going to be some communication, but it looks like this person is working on breaking away from something. You're assuming too that this person is juggling, like that's your energy, like you know that they're juggling, but you're also juggling too, trying to decide between going with the person you should wait for or moving forward. We're going to answer that question too. But you're going to get some communication. It's going to change the momentum of this whole situation. It's going to be pleasant communication. They're going to ask you to meet them out somewhere. So this is how it's going to go. Someone is building up the nerve and the strength to leave. The tower moment is coming in their life. They're not able to pay you any attention right now. So that's why you both are here looking in opposite directions, because they're going through a tower moment at the time. This is a double walk away. This is the Eight of Cups with the Six of Pentacles. So that's what they're working on as far as communication after the separation that they go through, and after y'all have been separated for this period of time, they go through this ending and new beginning. They're gonna communicate. Now what they're gonna do is they're gonna ask you to meet them out somewhere. They're going to ask you to meet them out at a park. They're going to ask you to meet them out at a restaurant or a bar. And they're going to want to discuss some things with you. Okay? Let's see if we can find out what will be the main topic, so to speak. Okay, so if you two work together, this is for people where you work together because I'm getting career. They may come to you and ask you, how can I work this out? I'm leaving. I want to be with you. You and I work together. How are we going to strategize this? They're going to talk about regret and how much they regret um, making you wait so long and how much they regret disappointing you. And they're going to ask you, they regret making you wait, and they're going to ask you, I'm not making this up. All right, so they're going to talk to you about y'all's career if y'all work together. If y'all don't work together, they're going to talk about them moving or you moving. Career is going to be an influence in what they're going to be wanting to talk to you about. They're going to be wanting to know how we're going to work this out financially, how we're going to work our careers around this. They're going to talk to you about their regret for making you wait so long. And they're going to come up with a proposal. Okay. This proposal, which is going to be news, this proposal, this is the Two of Hearts. This is the Gentleman card, but it also, I pulled it for a timing card, and the timing is June. Let me pull another time. I'm going to pull a timing card from my deck. I'm going to see what comes up. You see me shuffling, right? Because if I get two dates, then at least we can say between June and something, okay? If we get June or July, okay. So what we have here is between March and June. That's like now. We have between March and June, there's going to be a talk about how you guys are going to organize this, okay? Let's see. So this is calling for you to trust. I was trying to clarify this romantically. So you don't really trust the situation. So what you're trying to do is you're actually trying to hedge your bets. You're trying to see if you need to go with this one or that one. Remember, I told you we had the Pentacle, King of Pentacles, and the King of Swords, an Earth energy and an Air energy. You're trying to decide between those two energies. One of those energies represents your past relationship. One of those energies represents the relationship that you have now. You're having a hard time trusting your intuition about which way to go. So, first of all, trust your intuition. Trust that. Let's see what else the romance. You deserve love. Ask your friends what they think. And yes, this is your soulmate. And it's worth waiting for. Release your ex. You guys have a lot of passion. You need to work on forgiving and learning. Make the effort because this could definitely be the one. But you need to take care of your codependency issues and have a heart-to-heart conversation before you do anything else. So I hope that this was enlightening. I've got to stop the reading here because this was a very, very loaded reading. So you got the fact that this person is seriously walking away. I mean, when I get the Ten of Pentacles with the Tower card, with the Eight of Cups, and with the Six of Swords, That's some serious tower walking away stuff going on there. So make sure that you reconstruct the world by reconstructing your mind. Bye, Gemini. I hope this helped you.